To get started on this job, I have disconnected the clutch cable, drained the coolant, drained the oil, and going to take the side case off. I've done videos on removing the side case and removing the clutch, so in order not to be redundant, I'm not going to go back through that again, but I've put some links up here so that you can go and look at the video on the basics of taking off this case. It also covers cleaning the screen, and then the other video covers removing the clutch and everything. So I'll go ahead and do that, and we'll join back up when I've got that done, and we'll see about what else has to be done. The clutch hub nut is off, and the nut for the end of the crankshaft is off. I found out that really the best way to do things with this EBC tool is to simply cut the handle off, and that way you can easily fit it either over or above, under the pivot for the swing arm. That's a lot easier. The handle's going to bend anyway if you try and get some purchase on anything that's more than about a ½ an inch from right in here, so you might as well cut it off, and that makes life a whole lot easier. So now we can pull the clutch basket off. What we're looking at now is a plug that's in here. This is the bore that the Kickstarter goes into, so I've got to get that plug out. This shaft here has a circlip on the end of it and a spacer. Got to take that circlip off, pull that spacer off, and this is where the idler gear goes. We've also got to replace this primary gear here. And in order to do that, I've got to get the oil pump off. So I'm going to pull the oil pump off now and set it aside, and then we'll see about getting the primary gears off the end of the crankshaft. Okay, I'll just carefully set that down on the towel, and I'm going to reuse that, and I'm going to not reuse this, but I'd like to reuse the key if I can. Okay, we'll slip the new primary gear onto the end of the crankshaft. And then put the oil pump gear back on. We'll just leave that like that. I'm going to try and get this circlip off. There we go. And then pull that spacer